Ahoy there, Anthony the Captain here. Welcome to a special edition of Captain's Arcade. We're continuing this marathon, paying tribute to Hideki Sato, creator of the Sega systems that you see, that you know and love, including the Sega Genesis, which is the very first console that I ever owned. And this time around, we're going to be playing some Madden 98. Yep. Now that NFL season's behind us, the spirit continues to live on with these video games. We can play the video games year-round, which means now that the NFL season's behind us, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. By the way, score one for the folks back in Seattle. And yes, I got it. And yes, I got to cheer for I got family up in Seattle, extended family in Seattle, so I got to cheer for the Seattle Seahawks and the Seattle Mariners. Gotta go for my Panthers. Oh, this controls home and away, so okay, I got it. Give me a second. Let me see something real quick. Okay. I'll toggle back and forth. Congratulations to the Patriots as well, but bigger congratulations to the Super Bowl champs, the Seattle Seahawks. Like I said, I got to cheer for my Seahawks, for my family up in Seattle. Ravens and Panthers, or maybe Ravens and... Let's talk. Let's go with... Let's see. Just like a family in Seattle. Let's go against the AFC. The AFC Seahawks. Anyway, I hope everyone had a great day or has had a great day wherever you are. I know I did. Let's pay tribute to Sato-san, shall we? Let's call it heads. Heads it is. Receive. Oh, and I'm the away team. So we're playing at Seattle. Okay. I thought it was away home, not home and away. We miss you, John Madden. Oh, wait, what am I saying? What? Oh! I don't even know my own strength. I just threw it out there. And bada boom, bada bing. I don't know my own strength. I thought it was a run play, but apparently it wasn't the case. That I call it the audible on. I just don't know my own strength sometimes. Go me. Yeah, I rented these Madden games back in the day. Did I get it? I did not. I want to talk to you about what's been going on in wrestling lately, especially mainstream wrestling. First off, how am I feeling about this year's WrestleMania? Yeah, it seems underwhelming. First, we got a wave of injuries, and now we got the ticket prices being skyrocketing, being practically impossible. And we got Vegas and local areas and WWE blocking the WrestleMania locally, basically forcing fans to attend their show, which I don't agree with. I think this is a TKO move because all they are money hungry. You know what they say, the love of money is the root of all evil, and it shows now more than ever. Truer words have never been spoken. Although I am really happy about Javon Evans, like I said, with all due respect to all the 5-star pro wrestling graduates and those on the current roster, no success story. It's a pooch font, real pooch font. No success story is higher than Javon Evans. I mean, he's already making waves out there, despite not winning a title over in NXT. Something really stood out in WWE's eyes, and I'm glad that they're running with it. I'm glad they're going all in with them. I hope they don't drop the ball with them and drop the ball on them. And like I said, I kicked myself in the head for not seeing him in the Indies sooner when he was Jay Malachi. Although I've been hearing a lot of great things about him, and everyone thinks he's going to do well, doing bigger and better things. And bada boom, bada bing, he stood out in the eyes of WWE. And it was such a privilege meeting him in person while he was visiting town at an AML show, going back to his roots, so to speak. And I got a picture with him and everything. I mean, he was the Iron Man in this year's Royal Rumble, and now he just qualified for the Elimination Chamber matchup. I mean, what more can you ask for when it comes to the way Javon Evans is making waves? What am I saying? What am I doing? It's hard to talk and play at the same time. Anyway, but like I said, Javon Evans, I'm really happy with him. That's something WWE's getting right for once, and TKO. And mark my words, and I agree with my buddy Eric Lima on this one. By SummerSlam, he's going to win a championship of some kind. I think Raw has the IC title, or is it the US? I think it's the IC. But by SummerSlam, he should win the IC title. Or a title of some kind. Even if it's a tag title. But he is making big waves. And it shows. His work ethic is outstanding. Is second to none. One of the fastest rising stars in WWE history. But as far as anything else is concerned with WWE, for the most part, they haven't been doing all that great. I thought things would be better under the leadership of Triple H and company, but I was highly mistaken. I feel it's just as bad. Ha ha! First down, baby. First down. We miss you. We miss you too, Pat Summerall. When it comes to John Madden and Pat Summerall, when they come on the air, you know it's definitely going to be a good game. You know it's going to be game of the week. Whoa, woo, woo. Yeah. I sure wore my cheer captain character, but in the end, it's all about it's all about honoring Sato-san. Like I said, I love the big fluffy pom-poms that a big special shout out to Super Poms for providing the big fluffy pom-poms that cheerleaders used back in the day, especially the 70s and 80s. They should come back year-round as opposed to the small ones that cheerleaders use nowadays. There's something about it that it's like the bigger the better. You know what I'm saying? And fans and wrestlers alike were going crazy over my cheer captain character and me being those giant, big, fluffy pom-poms. Oh my goodness, yeah. Who would have thought that a novelty character would start off as a novelty character and launching pad for Nick Nemeth and Kenny Dykstra would become something extraordinary. That's the end of the first quarter, baby. And I'm going to be making another cheer captain appearance soon. Also, I should have mentioned this at the top of the show. Right after I was filming right after I was filming part 2 of it, of my tribute to Hideki Sato, I received word right then and there that a big ring announcer around the Carolinas, a local independent wrestling ring announcer, Brett Wolverton passed away. It was it was yesterday that I heard about the news. I don't know the circumstances at this time, but I'm still mentally rattled by what happened. Again, I don't know the circumstances at this time, but the least I could do was pay tribute to him on my radio show last night. I paid tribute last night on my radio show, Captain's World. So, again, prayers and condolences go out to the family and friends of Brett Wolverton. Yeah, I've only bumped into him like a few times, but he was a huge asset to wrestling in the Carolinas. All right, do I go for it or I'm at the 2 right now. I'm going for it. Is it first down? Yes, at least it's a first down. Okay. All right, another chance, baby. Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown, baby. Field goal. And it's good. Yeah, Brett Wolverton passed away at the age of 44. So young. Man. A lot of big names have been dropping like flies. It's like Russian roulette. Will this ever end? Booch kick, I mean. He'll remember that number. All right. Yeah. Just got, like I said, just got done with my payments as far as my ticket to the Gathering 7 is concerned. Once I get done with that, I'm going to see if I can save money for my hotel, and I'm going to be saving money for the event itself, the festivities itself. Got the Ultimate VIP, which is the top tier VIP ticket. So there's that. There's going to be a barbecue. There's going to be a banquet, Night to Remember banquet. It's focusing on Rockin' Robin, former WWE Women's Champion Rockin' Robin, and her final ever public appearance. The whole shebang. Make sure she goes out in a bang. And I get access to all the Q&As, you name it. And it's called a gathering for a reason. It's more than a convention. It's like a family reunion. First down, baby. And we're coming up to the 2-minute warning right about another 10 seconds. While we're on the subject of wrestling, I'm really happy for Trey Miguel. He's now the TNA International Champion. Man, that was a kick in the nads. All 4 Rascals. I'm talking about Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, Myron Reed, and Trey Miguel had signed with AEW. And all the Rascals got signed except for Trey Miguel. All because of a post that he made back in 2020. That was 6 years ago. It was during COVID and everything. He said something. I think it was something racist or something like that. It was an online war between him and another wrestler. And he still got released because of it. Even though he apologized, and he initially apologized right when it happened. I mean, it's not like it happened like a few weeks ago or something like that. If it happened like a few weeks ago, then yes, that should be all the reason to fire him. But from something that happened years ago, I'm sorry. He's matured since then, and now you don't want to give him a chance. And now you're out so now all because of a post that he made. I really feel bad for the Rascals. But nonetheless, they're going to be just fine. They're making waves in the tag division in AEW as they did with TNA. First down, baby. I'm going to try to last minute field goal.
24, 5, 34.
I don't think I got it. Casey. And that was the reason why there wasn't a tribute to Jay Briscoe. It wasn't an AEW call. It was a World Wars Discovery call. World Wars Discovery was the reason why Trey Miguel got fired. It was all because of a post that he made from years ago. Even though he apologized right when just shortly after he posted it. And this was back in 2020, mind you. And Jay Briscoe got fired was prevented from going to AEW. PP. P-pants. Anyway, and Jay Briscoe was prevented from being on AEW programming all because of a homo-hating post that he made a while back. Even though he apologized, it still wasn't. Even though he eventually apologized, it still wasn't good enough. It's like one of those things where sorry isn't good enough. Which is why there wasn't a good enough tribute to Jay Briscoe after his passing. It's like they waited until after his passing for any of the Briscoe brothers to be on AEW programming. It took the passing of Jay Briscoe to get Mark Briscoe into AEW. Again, this is all Warner Bros. Discovery. I thought it was a Tony Khan call, but this was all Warner Bros. Discovery call. So Warner Bros. Discovery lose points as far as that's concerned. They automatically lose points as far as that's concerned. It's just baffling to the fullest. And I remember during COVID, Excalibur got suspended for racist I think it was racist comments that he made in PWG from back in the early 2000s. And Samuel Guevara got suspended from something that his now co-worker Mercedes Moné, known as Sasha Banks, during that time period, or something like that. I don't know what the issue was, but he was suspended and had to take sensitivity training. I mean, why judge people from their past? I mean, when you apply for a job in the job application, they ask you to list your criminal history and all. I mean, your wrongdoings from your past shouldn't be your final destination. It's a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? And people grow. We all make mistakes. Even I'm not perfect. Why hold a grudge against somebody all because of some wrongdoings that they made many moons ago, even though this had nothing to do with the company that you're going to be employed at. I think the receiver stepped on that last play. The receiver stepped out of bounds and caught that one, but which is technically not allowed in the rules. But they gave it to me anyway, if that's the case. I mean, this was 1997 when it first came out, so the technology and rules weren't as. Did I get it? I did not. Like I said, this was 1997, so technology wasn't as advanced as it is now. You know what I'm saying? I got the first down, baby. So yeah, that's completely unfair. That was a kick in the nads to both Jay Briscoe and Trey Miguel. Now, the incident with Max Caster during a taping of AEW Dark, and mind you, I was there when it happened. The incident, he was like battle rapping against, he was like rapping at being the heel that he was. He was rapping against the Varsity Blondes, which consisted of Griff Garrison, who was in Five-Star Pro Wrestling Graduate, mind you. Brian Pillman Jr., now known as Lexus King, and Julia Hart. He rapped about something about Julia Hart or something like that, and it had something to do with the Duke Lacrosse case. And I think Tony Khan did the right thing to suspend Max Caster for that remark, because that was crossing the line. The line has to be drawn at a certain point, and this was he crossed the line with the Duke Lacrosse scandal. So that was a big no-no right there. So Tony Khan made the right decision out there, and he wished that he never should have showed that segment right there. What am I thinking? Reset. And Max Caster was suspended then and had to take sensitivity training classes. Just missed it. If it happened right then and there, if an incident happened right then and there, then oh, I got it. Oh, I got the first down anyway. Okay. For a second, I thought I missed it. But anyway, since the incident happened right then and there, he was immediately suspended and had to take sensitivity training classes. But for something that happened years ago with the Trey Miguel situation, I really feel for Trey Miguel, because he's learned his lesson since he posted that. He made that post, and with this online war between, I forgot who that guy was, but who that other wrestler was, but this was back in 2020 during COVID. Again, I ask, why hold a grudge against somebody? Why a company has to hold a grudge against somebody that happened years ago and that he learned his lesson from it, and trying to grow as a human being. Trey Miguel almost quit wrestling because of this. But it was an honor meeting him over at WrestleCade while he was still the Rascals. It was Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, and Desmond Xavier. There was no Myron Reen at the time. But still, the Rascals are doing fine without Trey Miguel. I wish Trey Miguel was still with them and made waves with the rest of the Rascals over in AEW. But I'm glad that was just a kick in the nads in the part of
And it's good.
in the part of Warner Bros. Discovery. But I'm glad Trey Miguel got a second chance in TNA and became international champion. I haven't been paying attention to TNA as of late, but still, I'm glad that it's doing better than it was when it was on live support many moons ago. Yeah. This game's over. This game's over, bye-bye. It's kind of like when Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier were in WWE as Nash Carter and Wesley as MSK. Yeah. First down, baby. There was an incident between Zachary Wentz or Nash Carter at the time and Kimberly, who was known in WWE as Abby Lathe. Another first down, baby. An incident occurred. They were NXT Tag Team Champs, and they were stripped. And Nash Carter got released from the company, and MSK was stripped of the tag titles, and I really felt bad for Wesley.
You'll remember that number.
And what did TNA do? Not TNA, NXT do? They ended up giving him the North American Championship. He at the time became, during that time period, became the longest reigning North American champion, longest reigning North American champion until Obafemi came along and broke the record. But still. A negative turned into a positive then. And now, look what's happened to Trey Miguel. Negative turned into a positive for him. TNA welcomed him back with open arms, and within the first few weeks of him back with the company, he becomes international champion. So, oh, and it's a 2-minute warning. I forgot about that. 2-minute warning. This game is mine. This ball game is over. Half a distance to the goal. Another offside call. Still first down.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Touchdown, bye-bye. Watch out. I'm glad for the Rascals. And their negatives turning into positives. For Desmond Xavier, known as Wesley at the time, being North American champion, the longest reigning North American champion at the time, as well as Trey Miguel, become the new TNA international champion. Another thing I want to talk about real quick while we still have in the middle of this final 2-minute warning is that I've been getting some ideas of regarding this channel. There's this YouTube channel that I bumped into just a couple of months ago, known as Baseball Replay Journal, and they started, and I forgot who the host is. I forgot his name, and they were doing this long series of playing baseball stars for the NES, and playing it the right way, and doing like trying to build a team, create a team, build a team, and going in this 100 and some game series and trying to build the team, and now it's all ball game over. Panthers win. The Panthers win. I'm thinking about doing the same thing. I'm thinking about creating a team and seeing where it goes from there. Do like a little mini series of my own. Doing a series of my own, excuse me. So I'm drawing inspiration of that. Call timeout all you want, it ain't gonna do no good. Ain't gonna do no good, buddy. Not to mention that Baseball Replay Journal made a team based off of Peanuts characters. I wonder if I could do the same thing if I do decide to do the same thing. I'm probably going to make my team based off of pro wrestlers.
First down.
Since I ended up doing that in my big league slugger baseball. And speaking of which, this also I got another idea flown in my head thanks to based on Eric Lima of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. One of his latest acquisitions of video games is
Touchdown.
the Super Mega Baseball 4, which you can create your own teams, create your own league, create your own players, etc. He's thinking about doing the same thing and literally lets imagination run wild and creates his teams and take all his creations from Big League Soccer Baseball and transfer them over to
And it's good.
Super Mega Baseball 4. I'm thinking about picking up that game myself, and it's for the I think it's for the Nintendo Switch. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing. That is, I just need to do some more research on the game. So there you go. So there's an update on my channel, so to speak. Got a minute to go, but it ain't gonna do you no good.
Left. 30. Fit. 35.
First down, but like I said, it ain't gonna do you no good. Ain't gonna do them no good.
Left. 34. 40. Fit. Blue. Incomplete. Left. 35. Incomplete.
Yep, this is the final ever Madden game, if you would, on the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive.
44. Incomplete.
Even if they score, it's still over.
Left. Blue. Incomplete.
Ball game over. Now it's officially over. All right, folks. That's going to have to do it. Game's over. Final score, 31-6 in favor of the Carolina Panthers. Yep. This is here. Like I said, this is overall paid tribute to Hideki Sato. And we're going to be continuing this marathon, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hope everyone enjoyed this episode. There's going to be plenty more where that came from. And be sure to tune in to Captain's Road every Friday and Saturday for new episodes. I shall see you on tomorrow, hopefully. Until we meet again, maybe say goodbye.